Now, I wouldn't lay claim to a vast Knight Rider collection, but I just thought you might be interested in having a quick look at these. At the back, I picked up an Airfix Knight 2000 Knight Rider model kit, 125 scale. I'm probably not going to hold on to it because models are not really my thing. But when I saw it, I just smiled to myself and I just thought, yeah, that's pretty cool. I quite like the look of that. If only for the sort of the box artwork, I just thought it was pretty cool. Very much of its era, and some nice sort of shots of kit from the series, of course. There, it's quite blank on the back as these boxes often are. So this is a Series 6 Airfix. So I imagine I'll probably stick this on the eBay before long. But I just thought I'd have a look at it. I mean, it's sealed as well, so I mean, it seems to be, as it originally came. No one's had a sort of a play with it or anything. So I thought I would just have a little go at getting it, and I did. So in fact, it was funny because I think there was some Knight Rider wallpaper available as well in the same auction. I thought, yep, this is definitely somebody's little collection that's gone up for sale. So it's got a few more shots of it there from the series on the side of the box. But I just thought it was a nice little thing to get hold of, just to have a look at, really, of its time. And we hear that rattling around in there. So I think I can only assume it's sealed and unused and all that sort of good stuff. So yeah. Now, this one I picked up, I think probably from a certain Cosmic Toy Man a little while ago, and it was my first introduction to the Jada line of toys various. You can see there in the top left, and I do really like them. I've never actually taken this out of its box. But apparently these seem to be in supermarkets all over the place as well, so it's not like they're sort of limited edition things. So I could probably pick up another one to actually get out and have a look at, but you can see his sensor there at the front, which is pretty cool. And apparently, I recently found out that they do a much bigger one than this, which looks really interesting. So, whereas this is only, I don't know 10 centimeters long maybe, they also do a 20 centimeter version. So that's quite an interesting idea. I quite fancy that as a concept. And these were not, these were quite sensibly priced, but I think they look really, really accurate. You can see that he's got the sun window. What's the right word for them? Sunroofs. That's what I was thinking of. Sunroofs there, which you could eject people through, of course. So yeah, just a really, really nice example. And I know that you can get car in this range as well. So just something I'm sort of toying with as an idea. But again, for the moment, it's very much a case of, but where would I put it if I did get one? So let's jump back in the eras then. This little example here is an Ertl. And this was one of those sort of TV tie-ins that Ertl did. And I think I probably got this before I realised quite how many of those that Ertl had done. But it's again it's a nice example of it. It's got the sort of the twin sunroofs. His sensor is a little bit dulled with age, but there is definitely a gap there where it should be. I think you can just about make out the Ertl there. So it's probably not the most metallic thing they've ever done, but there is a certain weight to it. I just think some of it's a little bit more plasticky than you might expect with Ertl. Probably do with a bit of a clean, really. But again, it's just a nice sort of thing to have in the hand. So you could, if you want a small one, you could keep an eye open for that. And this is a slight oddity. I got this from eBay a little while ago, and I've been meaning to show you it. This is a Darda kit made in West Germany, and I know very little about the origins of this. I don't know of them as a company, but as you can see, they're trying. They've got sort of red coloured seats on the inside. Don't do the sunroof on the top there, but he's got some sort of frictiony motor thing going on, I think, and I don't think the one I've got does anything. Yeah, there's something in there that I think probably would have done something back in the day, but it just doesn't seem to want to play ball. And it adopts this classic thing that a lot of toys have been whereby they feel the need to write Knight 2000 on it to remind you what it's supposed to be, which is kind of obvious from from the sensor on the front. But anyway, so again, not a company I know anything about. But I respect the fact that it's at least not being produced in, sort of Hong Kong or otherwise, and is in fact coming from West Germany, where, of course, as I recall, now, as I'm speaking, I recall that the Hoff was very, very popular in Germany. And he was around, I believe, when the Berlin Wall fell, was he not? So this may explain why a toy manufacturer in Germany got a license to produce kits. So that there could be a story behind that I'm not aware of. So perhaps I need to go away and do some more research on that, unless someone can tell me in the comments that I'm completely off on that assumption, which I may well be. But anyway, that's my just my very brief, small Knight Rider collection as it stands. I've definitely got the DVDs lurking around somewhere, or at least some of them. I'm trying to remember what my overriding memories of it. I mean, I always loved the idea of being able to do turbo boost, and generally having a bulletproof car seemed quite handy. But then they came out with Super Pursuit mode, and it was all right for a bit. But then I think it just got, maybe because I was getting a bit older, and it just started to feel a bit daft. You take about 5 minutes to transform into Super Pursuit mode, whiz there, and then take another 5 minutes to transform out of Super Pursuit mode once you got there. It's a bit strange. But anyway, I suppose they were just trying to keep the series going for one last run around the block, so to speak. So I get that. But yeah, interesting. Definitely got a hankering after some more of the Jada stuff. I keep thinking they're based in Bradford, which isn't far from me. I'm sure I've said this before. Well, it says made in China, but I'm pretty sure that says copyright 2022 Jada Toys Inc. City of Industry, California. So why do I think they've got a Bradford connection? Oh, here it is. Yeah. So maybe they're the distributor then. Simba Toys UK Limited, Broomfield House, Bowling Road, Bradford. So maybe they're the distributor. But then it's mentioning Dicky Toys as well, who appear to be based in Germany. That's all very confusing. Licensed Knight Rider. Yes, I'm not quite sure what the crack is there. Whether they're just being, they've got sort of, there's distributorship deals and so on, perhaps that are involved, and the firm that distributes them in the UK is based in Bradford, but they're not actually from there, not actually being produced there as such. So maybe that makes more sense. Cool. I might look into that a little bit further. Might be interesting to go and have a look at them. Grand. Well, that's it for that one. Cheers as ever. Do like and subscribe. Bye for now.